One of the most successful clubs in football history once stood on the edge of bankruptcy. Not a struggling lower league side, Barcelona. The club with 5 Champions League trophies and a stadium holding over 90,000 fans. And the number that brought them there? 1.35 billion euros in net debt by 2021. But here's where it gets stranger. The collapse did not happen overnight. It was built slowly and deliberately, across nearly a decade of spending that seemed brilliant at the time. It started with a philosophy. Barcelona believed that winning required the best players on earth, and they would pay whatever it took. Between 2014 and 2020, the club spent over 1 billion euros on transfer fees alone. Philippe Coutinho arrived for 145 million, Antoine Griezmann for 120 million, Ousmane Dembélé for 105 million, and then hundreds of millions more in bonuses and wages across those same contracts. But here's the mechanism nobody talks about. These were not cash purchases. Barcelona structured payments across installments, so the debt kept accumulating while the performances on the pitch and the trophies began to slow. Revenue was not keeping pace with obligation. Then came 2020. The pandemic closed Camp Nou for over a year. Matchday revenue, which had been generating roughly 140 million euros annually, collapsed almost entirely. The club's total revenue dropped from 840 million euros in 2019 to just over 600 million in 2021. The wage bill told the real story. At its peak, Barcelona's player wage costs consumed over 70% of total club revenue, a ratio financial analysts consider catastrophic for long-term stability. The club was forced to register players under La Liga's financial fair play rules, and in 2021, they could not even register their own captain as a free agent because they could not prove they could afford him. By 2022, Barcelona had activated what they called economic levers, essentially selling future television revenue to raise cash immediately. A short-term rescue with long-term consequences. 1.35 billion euros, that is the number that lingers. Not a transfer fee, a debt. Built trophy by trophy, signing by signing, until the weight of ambition became the cost of survival. If this story stayed with you, take a second to subscribe. A new one drops every week.